A viaduct is a bridge composed of several small spans for crossing a valley or a gorge. The term viaduct is derived from the Latin via for road and ducere, to lead. However, the ancient Romans did not use the term. It is a modern derivation from an analogy with aqueduct. Like the Roman aqueducts, many early viaducts comprised a series of arches of roughly equal length. Viaducts may span land or water or both. Usage: the longest viaduct in antiquity may have been the Pont Somme, which crossed wide marshes in southern France. In Romance languages, the word viaduct refers to a bridge which spans only land. A bridge spanning water is called ponte. Over land, viaducts are commonly used in many cities that are railroad centers, such as Chicago, Atlanta, Birmingham, London, and Manchester. These viaducts cross the large railroad yards that are needed for freight trains there, and also cross the multi-track railroad lines that are needed for heavy railroad traffic. These viaducts keep highway and city street traffic from having to be continually interrupted by the train traffic. Likewise, some viaducts carry railroads over large valleys, or they carry railroads over cities with many cross streets and avenues. Many viaducts over land connect points of similar height in a landscape, usually by bridging a river valley or other eroded opening in an otherwise flat area. Often such valleys had roads descending either side that become inadequate for the traffic load, necessitating a viaduct for through traffic. Such bridges also lend themselves for use by rail traffic, which requires straighter and flatter routes. Some viaducts have more than one deck, such that one deck has vehicular traffic and another deck having rail traffic. One example of this is the Prince Edward Viaduct in Toronto, Canada, that carries motor traffic on the top deck as Bloor Street, and Metro as the Bloor Danforth subway line on the lower deck, over the steep Don River Valley. Others were built to span settled areas and crossed over roads beneath, the reason for many viaducts in London. Over water, viaducts over water are often combined with other types of bridges or tunnels to cross navigable waters. The viaduct sections, while less expensive to design and build than tunnels or bridges with larger spans, typically lack sufficient horizontal and vertical clearance for large ships. See the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. The Millau Viaduct is a cable-stayed road bridge that spans the valley of the River Tarn near Millau in southern France. Designed by the French bridge engineer Michel Vlieger, in collaboration with architect Norman Robert Foster, it is the tallest vehicular bridge in the world, with one pier summit at 343 meters slightly taller than the Eiffel Tower and only 38 am shorter than the Empire State Building. It was formally dedicated on December 14, 2004 and opened to traffic 2 days later. The Viaduct d'Anyang Grand Bridge in China is the longest bridge in the world according to Guinness World Records as of 2011. Land use below viaducts. Where a viaduct is built across land rather than water, the space below the arches may be used for businesses such as car parking, vehicle repairs, light industry, bars and nightclubs. In the United Kingdom, many railway lines in urban areas have been constructed on viaducts, and so the infrastructure owner Network Rail has an extensive property portfolio in arches under viaducts. Past and future, elevated expressways were built in rich cities such as Boston, Seoul, Tokyo, Toronto. Some were demolished because they were ugly and divided the city. However, in developing nations such as Thailand, India, China, Bangladesh, Pakistan, elevated expressways have been built and more are under construction to improve traffic flow, particularly as a workaround of land shortage when built atop surface roads. In Indonesia, viaducts are used for railways in Java and also for highways such as the Jakarta Inner Ring Road. Gallery. References. External links, media related to Viaduct at Wikimedia Commons.